5 takeaways. Let's talk about a top 5 buddy cop movies. You maniac.
Yes. Like 6'2", 6'4". I'm good.
Oh my god. All right. Let me pull up my list. So with Beverly Hills Cop 4 coming out tomorrow, I thought it'd be fun for us to talk about some of our favorite buddy cop movies. We are only doing more comedic movies in the buddy cop series. So like no Lethal Weapons. Yes, they have comedy in them. So does Die Hard, but it's not really comedies. They're more dramatic and action packed. And we'll save that list for another day. This is going to be more comedic buddy cop type of movies. So we're going to go around the horn. I'm going to kick us off with my number 5, and that is Bulletproof, starring Damon Wayans and Adam Sandler. This is one, man, I think we wore this tape out. We laughed about this forever. I loved it. So I wanted to put it on my list, man. These may not be my tops, but this is one I remember fondly and really enjoyed. So Paul,
yes sir.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is The Hard Way with Michael J. Fox and James Wood. Yeah.
Yes.
I love that
one. All right. That is my number 4. So like,
is it really?
Yeah, let's save talking about that in a second. But let's go to Sturdy. What's your number 5?
The Other Guys. Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
I almost made my
so
list.
Damn funny. So damn funny and ridiculous.
It's perfect absurdist comedy.
It is.
You know, I'm tired of stupid absurdist comedies. Like I just watched a movie, a Yargos movie, Kinds of Kindness or whatever. And it's supposed to be absurdist, and it's just not. It's just pointless. And I'm sure I'll review it at some point. I'll write up a review at some point. But it just, so like when I think of absurdist, this is a really good absurdist comedy that I think should have, like, Ricky Bobby, like, you have a good story, you have a good narrative, good plot, but like everything around it that doesn't make sense doesn't need to be explained. It just is. And Other Guys is a great representative of that, you know.
Yes.
I love that stuff.
Samuel Jackson and The Rock jumping off the building, aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes.
That was just,
I love that you didn't lose the physics of it. Like with the music and everything else, it looked like they were going to make it.
Slow motion and everything.
What's his name? Freaking, was it like Will Ferrell, who played a great straight guy in that whole thing. He was the voice of reason and logic in it. But when he's looking up, he's like, did they just jump off? Like then they splat. It's brilliant. That was a great choice. All right, my number 4 is The Hard Way, the Michael J. Fox, James Woods movie from 1990, I think, or 89 at least. This is I like this movie, man. I think this is a good choice, Paul. Yeah,
it's a nostalgic one for me. For sure.
Yeah. I love the Times Square fight scene at the end when they're fighting on his face. If you never got a chance to see this, for Sturdy or anybody else out there, Michael J. Fox plays this really famous actor in Hollywood who wants this cop role. So he goes, undercover, so to speak, to follow a like really tough detective on this big case, and it just goes haywire. And but it's so much fun, and it's like it's one of those bad good movies that I love.
It's like a family version of Kiss Kiss Bang to me. That's what
that's a good way to put it. Yeah. I like that a lot, but I don't want to talk about that movie just yet.
I'm so sorry.
You're good. I'm glad you said it. That's a great correlation. So I just said my number 4. What do you got, Paul?
My number 4 is The Other Guys, and we already said how great it is, and
it is so
I can't agree more.
It really is. What's your number 4, Sturdy?
Beverly Hills Cop.
All of them, huh?
Pretty much. I just accept that as like a whole, because the first one, it's not really official, but the first one is my favorite. I don't really care for the other two, but I do like the tandem.
When was the last time you watched the second one?
I'll have to look on my list, because I know we reviewed it on Popcorn and Pints.
Oh, so it was fairly recently. Okay.
Yeah. Within the last 2 to 3 years, I'll say. But
I love the first one, but I challenge people to watch the second because if they haven't seen it, because I think it is the far superior out of all of them. But anyway, we'll get to that. Number 3 on my list is Hot Fuzz. if you haven't seen this movie, go watch it. It's Edgar Wright, who did Baby Driver. He did Shaun of the Dead. And this is his Point Break, so to speak.
Mhm.
You know, this is his ode to like those action movies in the 90s, 80s and 90s. And it just hits perfectly. Simon Pegg is off type, but he does great as a super cop, who is everything that is in those movies, but he hates those movies. And it's just fantastic. And then, of course, Nick Frost as his bumbling partner. It's a fantastic English set, police action movie, buddy cop action movie. So I just love that movie. And I think everybody should see it. But Paul, what's your number 3?
The Nice Guys.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
I loved it. I don't know. Something about Russell Crowe, and I do love Gosling. And I just think they were so opposite. So seeing them be together, their characters were so opposite.
No.
So I really like. To me, the Nice Guys was kind of like a little more serious version of the Other Guys. So like to me, it was just more of a sophisticated Other Guys. So I mean, I love the Other Guys. So I thought the Nice Guys was kind of a nice compliment in a kind of more adult way.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, like I said, I like the movie. I just it wasn't one of my go-tos, but I might check it out again just to see if it changes at all. Sturdy Bird. What's your number?
My number 3, The Happy Time Murders.
Yes, I didn't even fucking think of that. God.
Freaking funny for so many reasons. As a matter of fact, and I wish I could have got a better clip of this. This was back in we reviewed it on Popcorn and Pints, and we used to review the trailers, right? So we're watching the trailers, and I was laughing so hard I started beating my chest. There's a specific scene in the police station. I'm not going to spoil it for you because it's funny as hell. You need to go watch it if you've never seen that movie before. Happy Time Murders is hilarious. I
wish Jim Henson's son was doing more because I was looking forward to it when it was, Henson's son doing that. I was hoping he'd make a lot more after that, and then he hasn't touched anything because I wanted a lot more. After I saw that, I was like, yes,
please more. Yes, I gotta watch that again. That movie's so damn funny. For that scene alone, oh my god, I was laughing so hard.
It was funny. It really that movie does hit well. Oh my god. All right.
James just said it.
So what are we at? Number 2?
Yes.
My number 2 is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. This is
nice.
This is a great movie. Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. are fantastic in it. Michelle Monaghan too. Like, give her credit. It's just, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's Comedy of Errors. It's so nuts. But really well done. James says it right. He's like, Happy Time Murders is effing hilarious.
Oh my god! You could ask him how hard I was laughing at that damn trailer. Just thinking about it, yo.
You're the reason why I saw Kiss Kiss Bang without even telling me about that movie, because when you recommended Spartan with Val Kilmer, I was on a Val Kilmer kick. So then I saw that and I was like, I've never seen this. So I watched that almost immediately after. So I've watched that within the last year.
That's a great double feature. Well, you didn't like Spartan, right?
No, I did like Spartan. I really like it.
Oh, yeah. I still recommend that. I think it's a really well done movie. And I think when Kilmer is like in top form, like I get there's some movies like Island, Dr. Moreau and stuff like that, like where there's problems, but man, there's not much he's not good in. He's just such good. And those are two movies, especially Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I think he's in top form in that. Maybe not Batman Forever, but whatever.
We don't have to bring that terrible thing up.
No.
I'd rather watch that Kiss from a Rose, Chase Meridian, Kiss from a Rose, like that. Nicole Kidman in that movie is like, oh my god, I had such a crush on her when I was in high school.
I could just look at a picture of her and listen to Kiss from a Rose.
Listen, it don't work that way.
Make my own snow.
There it is again. Now we're gonna just take it back in time and go watch Chase Meridian on the screen again. On the big screen. I did it. What did you think of Waterworld?
Paul loves it. I can't stand it.
It's just,
I did like Waterworld. I forget you didn't like Waterworld. See, I think that's still a nostalgic thing.
Well, we'll get into not Val Kilmer.
Could be because the first time I seen it was on for Popcorn and Pints, but
we'll get into Kevin Costner tonight.
I saw it as a kid because my dad made me watch that and Time Bandits. He's like, you need to watch these two, and I was like, okay. So
that's fair. That's fair.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Super Troopers.
Fucking great movie. I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
Have you seen
a liter of cola?
Yeah, I did.
I love Broken
like,
Lizard,
nope.
so Super Troopers. You should try Slam and Salmon.
Maybe kind of funny. I don't remember, to be honest. I have to go look at my ratings.
Oh, that's one I love.
Hilarious, man.
Yeah, I love that movie. What's your number 2?
Bad Boys.
Good one. Really,
I didn't see the fourth one yet,
but
I've seen the first 3.
So the thing is, like, I watch it. You'll love it. It's out now digitally, so it's up to check out. But I didn't put the first one because as funny as it is, I feel like it's more dramatic. I feel like it's closer in tone to
action.
Lethal Weapon. The second one I would say is way more comedic, and then so on and so forth. With this last one probably being the funniest of all of them.
Really?
Yeah, because I think they added more comedy over time as I got older, and it works. But yeah, it just so like I left that off, but it is a great. I love those movies. They're really great. So we're at number 1, right?
Yes.
We talked about it. I can't wait for the sequel to come out tomorrow. I love this franchise, but Beverly Hills Cop 2, far superior in all of them. I love Tony Scott, so having that type of that look, that's visual style, but also have the comedy in it, and just have like everyone's past. Like in the first one, Axel's against everyone. Like the police are watching out for him. The criminals are coming after him. So it's like kind of him on his own until the end, but in the second one, it's like right out of the gate, he's with his, like they're all friends, and it just works. So I think that taking that element out of having to introduce him in that way, and now they're just friends and we get why he's here, makes that movie better because now you just have a more flowing story. So that's why that is my number 1 on the Buddy Cops list. Fair. What you got, Paul?
My number 1 has to be Hot Fuzz, because you're not going to beat Simon Pegg and Nick Frost in my mind ever. I know they didn't hit number 1 on y'all's list, but I swear they're always number 1 on mine.
It's a good choice. Good choice.
So yes.
But Hot Fuzz, yeah, it is a great pick, and I can see why it's number 1. If those other movies didn't mean more to me personally,
that's fair. Yeah,
it would be. It would be up there. It's a great freaking movie. Sturdy Bird, what's your number 1?
Rush Hour. Love those freaking movies. So damn funny. Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan are just a hilarious combination. And I love interracial combinations in those type of comedy movies, just because of the stereotypes that they always throw them in. But the ones that do it right, like Rush Hour did it right, so it's not annoying. Like I can watch a movie, I can watch them all over and over and over, back to back to back, and it's not like annoying. Like some movies are just like, that's too easy. But with this one, it's just hilarious because it feels natural, and it feels like how our friendships are, especially off camera with me. I get wild. but seriously though, like it reminds me of like a true guy good friendship, and they just happen to be cops. Like I feel like if they worked anywhere else, they'd have that same kind of bond, same kind of friendship. Heat was funny as well.
The Heat was funny, yeah, for sure. I like that, and actually I want to get into that next week or so. Let's talk about guy, like let's make that like a part of the topics, like guy friend movies, like good guy friend movies. What do I have up for our top 5 next week? I don't think book adaptations. No, I'm gonna scrap it.
Yes.
Friend films. We're gonna do friend film. We're coming back to it. We got it. But actually, I wouldn't mind doing that closer to Stephen King's birthday anyway. So, which is in September. Perfect. So we'll do book adaptations closer to his birthday. But no, it's just, which now like 20 people are going to go do. Whatever. You heard it here first.
I'm going to cheat on the book adaptations.
I like it. I'm cool with it. I don't care.
I'll just ask my wife. That way she's included in the process. Boom. Spend some quality time, and she reads a lot.
I dig it. But next week we're going to talk about friend films, because what's the strongest ship in the fleet, guys? Friendship.
Friendship. Crazy. I forgot what show we were on.
It's like the whole motto. It is. It's like our whole thing, Sturdy.
No, I know, but I was gonna say a wild joke, but I was like, no, Sturdy, this is not no late night with Sturdy. This is the scene snobs. Don't do it. This isn't Sturdo Vision.
Well, anyway, that's our top 5, guys, and join us next week for the next one. But it is time.